Pittsburgh. So, just a couple of items. I'm wanting to address some of the challenges that we're facing in America now. And there's such a vitriol hatred between the Republicans and the Democrat, the conservative and the liberal, the right and the left. And I can remember a time where being a liberal meant that you had basic fundamental differences on conditional services for the community at large, with welfare, unemployment compensation, social services. Now, conservatives wanted those things as well, but there was a different ideology on how to provide those and what the limits should be. Now, I would venture to say from 1985 until present, 2019, there has been a more socialistic nature to the left than we had seen before in my lifetime. If I look historically and think about the transcendence of America in the early 1900s, right before World War I, there was a heavy socialist movement back then as well. So some of the things that concern me as an American citizen in a Judeo-Christian experiment called the United States is that there seems to be a larger level of intolerance between each demographical tribe, if you will. The African Americans still feel anger and bitterness over the slavery of our country over 200 years ago. There is a difference in ideology between Anglo-Saxon white Americans and African Americans on the principle that everybody is responsible for their own actions. So there's a term that's made it around the college campuses and social liberal society in the past several years called white privilege. Well, I'm 55 years old and I have never oppressed an African American male or female. I've never seen the oppression of those ethnic groups in my work experience or in my private life. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, because surely it does. To the extent that the populist is making it out to be, I don't think so. But one of the biggest concerns that I have is in Congress now we have some ideology being put in there that's anti-Semitic. And that really bothers me. And the reason it bothers me is because I'm a Christian and I'm a Catholic. And by adoption, I'm Jewish. That's what the Bible says. And I know that I am to do anything that I can for the nation of Israel and for Jews, because those are God's chosen people. And I believe that. And if part of this ideological shift in American policy is going to be the expulsion of a relationship with Israel, then that's a big challenge. So I guess this entire discussion that I'm bringing on today is, sometimes as a conservative we feel overwhelmed by all of the noise and all of the indignities that are presented from the left, whether it is politicians or the news media. And I have trouble believing everything on the news media, and it doesn't matter whether it's from ABC, NBC, CBS, MSNBC, or Fox News. I don't believe everything I see, and I only believe part of what I read and hear. I want to be able to disseminate information on my own. I also want to look at historical narratives and compare those to the existing environment. Stand for what you believe. It's okay to have differing opinions. Don't be shut down or be told to be quiet and remain silent in this oppressive moment in America's history. You can express your opinion without being ugly or hateful or using bad language. You don't have to engage in the rhetoric of hate, but you can disagree, and you can stand firm on the Second Amendment, your right to keep and bear arms. You can stand firm in your position that abortion is not right for America. You can stand firm that a man and a woman is a husband and wife, and anything outside of that is different. I don't want to prevent anything outside of that with gay marriage, but it's not marriage. It's a partnership, but it's not marriage. Now that's for policymakers to decide if they're entitled to the rights and benefits of a normal marriage in civil society. I don't care about that one way or the other. It has no effect to me. I won't vote for it and I won't vote against it. But as a Christian, I know that it's not God's plan. So I will firmly stand that marriage is between a man and a woman. And these stances aren't to offend anybody. These stances are just my opinion. And they're things that don't bring any level of hate or vitriolness. It's just, I disagree with a lot of things in America right now. So, although I don't agree with everything that's Republican and conservative, I don't agree with everything that's Democrat and liberal, the main thing that this is about is I want you, the American citizen, to be better informed, to be well prepared to cast a vote. And it's your right to vote whichever direction you want the country to go. I hope you look at America as a beautiful gift. For all the wrongs that have been done in America to the American Indian, the African American, gays, lesbians, transgender, the things that people want to bring to the forefront, they forget about the humility of America, the humbleness of America, and the strength of America to prevent atrocities from continuing. We are a wonderful experiment, a republic, democratic experiment. This democracy is ruled by law. It's not ruled by mob wishes. And we must maintain our control over our republic and our democracy to continue to be ruled by law and not by the will of the mob. For the Sage of Pittsburgh, words of wisdom. God bless you. God bless the United States. Peace out.